Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
We have done so much with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything with nothing. Make sure you go and subscribe to Machismo TV. The link should be in the chat room. Will be pinned to the, if it's not already, it should be pinned to the, it'll be pinned to the top if it's not already. Shout out to everybody in here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to those of you that make it in bright and early. And as usual, you know the deal, you know the routine. Whether you're catching it live after it's uploaded, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. As it says right there on the screen by RM, hit that like button. Hit that like button. But Patrick St. James in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to Dark Knight Mentality. Salute. Shout out to you. Shout out to Dark Knight Mentality again. Says what? Only 3 minutes late? I told you I've been working on it. See, the trick is I was shooting for 11 a.m. So that means when I come on at 12:03, yeah, I think I'm only 3 minutes late, but truth be told, I'm like an hour and 3 minutes late. But be that as it may, we in here. Emmett Perry, get where I'm going. You get where I'm going. Says he slapped Chris Rock and not even with her anymore. The whole keep my wife's name out your mouth. All of that. No, they're not together. They've been separated. They've been living apart. Okay. Yeah. All of this is supposed to somehow make sense. We're just supposed to look at this and be like, okay, yeah, that adds up. That adds up. But let's keep it going. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Dark Knight Mentality. Once again, he says, now I'm back thinking it was all a publicity stunt. No. I don't think that was a publicity stunt. I think her doing this thing with the book was a publicity stunt. I think the publicity stunt is happening now. See, there are some people who think that it's all fake, like they got us on a string, and you're not a calculated person, got everybody on a rope. If the things that you're doing got Will Smith, the biggest star in the equation, the person at the top of the pecking order, if his star is falling because of the stuff that they're doing, then it's not publicity. You know, Will Smith lost a lot of money in movies and all kind of stuff from that slap. No, this it's not publicity if you're losing in the process. Publicity, even when it's bad publicity, it's not supposed to affect you getting gigs. It's just supposed to get more people talking about you. He's barred and banned from the Oscars. Probably shouldn't have got that one that they probably shouldn't have let him get that one that he got. So no, that was real raw emotion and hurt. So I can't even go there. But Daniel Kyer in the building says, ahoy. Dark Knight Mentality again. Hold on, where we at? There it is. Dark Knight Mentality again says, hey Bernard, instead of the grown man hours, the grown man hours would be more accurate. Just a thought. I've thought about that a long time ago. I've never even liked the name. I've been thinking about tentatively dropping it, but it's in the intro. so it's like we stuck with it. We stuck with it for now. We probably stuck with it until I changed the intro. But GD in the building. Shout out to you. Body Thug in the building. Who else we got in here? I done read all Dark Knight Mentality stuff. UFO Kamazi in the building. Shout out to you, the fake Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he said. This goes on, he says, he's being exposed as fake. The slap wasn't. Yeah. I don't think he's being exposed as fake. I think he's just being exposed. Not as fake, but he's being exposed. Probably the last one here. He says, let's go. They're the reason why she keeps kicking the dead horse. That is Will Smith, because she ain't got her a man to brag about. She bitter because she don't have a man to rub her ski ball head. Will Smith will rub that head all day. She don't want a head rub from Will Smith. That I think she's lying to shame him further. She would have said this years ago. It seemed like they would have. Last one I'll read here says it's part of the lexicon now. Okay, I don't even know what y'all talking about. But all right. Let's get into it. Let's get into this thing. But shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate each and every one of you. Before I dig into the main topic, I do got to talk about something that came across my desk. We talk about the wall quite a bit, and I remember when I first saw this, I wasn't exactly aware of what I was seeing when I was seeing it, but I'm trying to get this set up so I can view it properly, and I don't got it set up right. Okay, this should. Nope, that ain't gonna get it done. That should get it done. Nope, that. How am I gonna do this? All right, my bad. Well, either way it go, it don't matter. But all right. Now this is Vivica Fox. Let me push the mute. It's like some slow music and a slow motion walk through with this thing, and it's like you could just see that something ain't right. It's like the girthiness of the shoulder, chest, and I forgot what you call those right here. The little muscles, the Goldbergs. That's what I call them. It's like something ain't right. It's like she's gotten to the point with Vivica Fox where she's looking like that's what I was looking for right here. She's looking like the retired football player. Where it's like they still got muscles, but they ain't really in shape no more. In the it's like she's looking like Ray Lewis dressed in drag. Like that's how she's looking. If you're looking like retired football players, it's like it's just like the whole neck and back area, arms and shoulders and everything. It just don't be looking right. And even they even when they get the tummy tuck, because they did get a tummy tuck. Tummy tuck is one of the few plastic surgeries that actually consistently help. But even when even when they get the tummy tuck, it's like it just don't fix things with like the arms, shoulder, back, and everything. Like all of that be looking real, just not quite right. Not quite right. And when I saw this, it reminded me of something that I saw before. Because it'd be a lot of yeah, man. It's just like if you just knew Vivica Fox in the 90s, it's just like, oh man. But it reminded me of this. That's what I wanted to get to. It reminded me of this. Shit. I don't know if y'all be listening to rap battles. Every now and then some gold will take place in those rap battles. Like that stuff with Papoose, Really Mine, all that. But this is what happened in a rap battle. And when I saw how Vivica Fox is looking nowadays, it reminded me of this right here. All right. That's like the Hall of Fame of roasting a badly built. I be calling them badly built bonnet broads. That's like the Hall of Fame of roasting one of them right there. I had to share that. Had to share that with you. had to share that when the day couldn't start unless I just in case you hadn't seen that, I had to give it to you. I had to give that one to you. Oh, RM, I forgot to do it. Add like some at Will Smith and any type of Jada Pinkett. I don't know if she got a channel still, but hashtag her in the title. Do all of that. I forgot to do all of that. So could you do all of that, please, as we get started? But all right, on to the show. As we know, the infamous interview dropped. Hold on.
We are back 8:14 with.
We're gonna change that to probably that right there. Or excuse me. We're gonna actually go with that right there. The infamous interview dropped where Jada Pinkett drop. Well, no, you can put that. I saw you move it. You can put that right there. We're gonna just do it like that. We're gonna do it like that. Or scroll it at the bottom of the screen, one or the other. But or even better. Hold on, here we go. No, wait, no, put it back. Put it back now. And then now, yeah, there we go. All right. On the fly. Okay. Here's the deal. The infamous video drop where she dropped. She said what can only be described as somebody like she has to be trying to. Now I heard a lot of theories coming into here. Shut up, little big Nate. That's funny. You stop that. But no, I heard a lot of theories coming in here today. Oh, it's publicity. Oh, it's this. Oh, like there's a publicity element to what happened. Her saying that they haven't been together since 2016. There's a lying element to it. There's a I'm selling a book element to it. I have to put something salacious out there to get more sales for my book because she cares about her own fame and notoriety and being a bestseller than what she does about her husband maintaining whatever little modicum of respect that he sort of still is clinging on to, that we sort of still may see hovering around him, just a small iota of respect. It's like, no. All of that goes completely out the window when it comes time for her to do whatever it is that she thinks that she got to do to elevate herself, clear her name, or make her name look better, or just make her name just get talked about more or clicked more. That was the reason why she dropped the whole video of her and Tupac dancing to parents just parents just don't understand. I forgot the name of the song. That's the name of the song? I'm tripping. But yeah, but that's what that was all about. She dropped all of that, knowing that the internet was going to go crazy about it, knowing that people was going to trash Will Smith about it. And I can't say that it's publicity when all the publicity puts Will Smith, the moneymaker, in the whole equation into a negative light. When the publicity causes Will Smith to fly off the handle and do crazy stuff, and then no longer, he's not even getting movie deals like he used to. But being, attached to him, married to him is the only thing that gave her name any credibility. But now it's gotten to the point, after she's helped drive his name into the ground, it's gotten to the point where separating from him the day that his book comes out may be a bigger boost for me. I want to drive you to the ground and then separate from you and use the separation from you as publicity for what I'm trying to do now. It's like, that's the publicity angle of it that I see. But everybody who's talking like they're just calculated and in on this together, like, no. Not even almost. Will Smith is not acting like somebody who's in on the joke, who's in on the stunt. But anyway, let's go. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and play out the interview before we get into some more of this.
Carson and Hoda's exclusive interview with Jada Pinkett Smith, and everyone's going to be talking about this.
Yeah, she is one half of Hollywood's most powerful couple. She's at the center.
All right. In my pre-record, I stopped it right there, and I had to point out that you can't say one half of Hollywood's most powerful couple when only one person in that couple is the one doing all the stuff that makes them big and powerful in Hollywood. You know, like if Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie had stayed together, then you could say, you know, one half of Hollywood's most powerful couple. Like you could say that in that instance. But she is damn near like, you know, the same territory as, like, you know, there's plenty of people that got Sam Jackson got a wife. I don't know her name. I only saw her a couple times when he let her come outside. You know, it's like she's damn near, as far as Hollywood goes, that's she's about as useful as Sam Jackson or Denzel Washington's wife. It's like, so don't say one half of Hollywood's biggest power couple. That's not how it works. They both got to be active in Hollywood. You know,
of constant gossip and controversy, including that slap at the Oscars. She was sitting right next to Will Smith. And when we met up with Jada in her hometown of Baltimore to talk about her candid new memoir, Worthy, she opened up about an issue that has been kept secret until now. There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce.
okay. Now you got to explain this.
You know, Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table.
Let me get that off of the screen, and now let me get myself off of the screen. All right. Now you got to explain this.
So, Will, you know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't. No.
Now, this is some relationship therapist person who was instrumental in helping their relationship. This video dropped post 2016. So they're you know, having situations with therapists that helped, you know, fix their relationship that was already allegedly over in 2016. It's like it's constant videos like this that don't make sense in a context of the two of them were never haven't been together, been separated, living separately since 2016. None of it makes sense.
No, because she don't just.
She helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another.
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, you know, don't just start I'm standing.
Is he acting like a man who's separated from somebody? Like at all? Like these aren't the actions of somebody who's separated. These are the actions of somebody who can't escape. like so none of this makes any sense. None of it.
In my house.
Please watch Esther at the red table because she's helped us a lot.
And you can just see right there that please watch Esther from the Red Table Talk because she's helped us a lot. And it's like, for promoting her little shit, because they talk about she's the most, you know, the one half of the most powerful couple in Hollywood. No. She's a YouTuber, and she's promoting her YouTube, and don't care how stupid she make him look, long as she get to promote her YouTube. And she didn't have to, like, I mean, if it's being taken on her cell phone, that means she would have had to put this out there. Which means her levels of not giving a fuck are that strong to where she will actually literally put this out there with no regard for how it makes him look if she thinks that it could get 1,000 more clicks on the Red Table Talk. And I think it's more or less the same theory and strategy with her exposing, everything now with the, I shouldn't even use the word exposing, with her selling this news story or narrative with the book.
So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
Now, I like how they just accepted it outright. She said this tape has been out a year or so after they've been separated. Now, this chick just have it, outright accepted that they somehow separated.
Together.
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
Over the next
Now, I'm gonna play some more. Before I get into that.
several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance.
What I was going to say is that part right there, I think they can fake that. Let's just say if they weren't together and somebody just got to kind of like laugh or play coy, just getting their way through how do you guys keep it together all this time? Like, okay, yeah, they actors and they could fake their way through that. I don't think you fake, when he was on the Red Table Talk with that face and those tears in his eyes. I don't think you fake getting up there slapping Chris Rock. Like, it's certain things you don't fake. And we're going to find out when I play another video that him being all defensive like that over her with Chris Rock, Tommy Davidson just told a story where, like, yeah, he been like that, because, Tommy Davidson was, with her and Woo, and they had to kiss in the movie or whatever. And then Will Smith was on the set trying to, start a damn fight with Tommy Davidson. Some reason he liked to try to beat up on shorter, skinnier, scrawnier comedians. That's weird. Huh. But anyway.
Of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
Now, notice the clever trick that she's doing, because she's completely in the tank with Jada Pinkett on this thing. What I said is that right after she said they've been split since 2016, any proper journalist should be fired if she don't ask the direct questions. Then what was all that? What was going on at the Red Table Talk? What was going on with the slap and everything and all of that? And what was up with all of that? Notice she's not going to ask those questions directly. They did a cut scene like Family Guy, and they showed that, okay, these things happened. These things happened over here, just to get it in our mind, just so we can think about it. But then she's going to ask her a softball question that doesn't directly address it. Like, that's what they do to make it seem as if they addressed it, but they didn't. They just showed video of it and talked about it in the post and, in post interview editing and stuff like that was. So no, they didn't address it at all.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, And we hadn't figured that out.
And okay, now, sorry, I'm telling something that you just wrote in the back. It says Jada and her producers were told not to use the word lie/lying in the interview. Notice she didn't ask, why did you lie to the public? Is that your assumption that that she was told to, to speak about it that way? Or is it is it written somewhere? I mean, because that's a hell of an observation if you just caught that yourself. Or is it actually written somewhere? Or did you find that somewhere? Oh, okay, that's your opinion. Okay, hell of an observation. Hell of an observation. I could see that being possibly the case, that they were told not to use the word lie or lying or lie or why did you lie to the public. Like, it's really a softball, what's your favorite color type of interview. It really is. But good observation there. Good observation. I was about to say, I wanted whatever if you had something that said that was put out there like that. Oh yeah, I definitely would have wanted that. But we got Charles Merchant in the building coming through with the super chat. He says Black Widow spin entanglement webs for its prey. Absolutely. Thank you for putting $10 on it. Do what greatly.
Do we get for $10? Everything you want.
Do appreciate that. All right, let's get back into it.
Our walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected on their breakup. Why did the relationship fracture?
Why the hell they in the hood in Baltimore? Does she grow up in Baltimore? Is there any connection? Why aren't you being interviewed at the Will Smith estate? Why did y'all just go walk in front of the random spot in the hood by some projects, probably? Like over there in the left-hand corner, those do look like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, why did they just go to the ghetto part of the ghetto and just post up with Jada Pinkett Smith, rich ass, to ask her a random question about her and Will Smith marriage? None of that makes any sense. Okay, she is from Baltimore. Okay. Fair enough. All right, they went back to her old hood. Where she developed an affinity for pookies that look like Tupac. All right, cool.
Sure.
Oh, well, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal...
Tapping into her fantasies of what she thought the other person should be. Yeah, he thought that she should be a decent woman, and you thought that he should be Tupac. That's what the fantasies of what the other person should be, or what the other fantasies of what you wanted the other person to be. That's exactly how that plays out. That's how that measures up.
Walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected on their breakup. Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, well, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
Okay. So you've been separated, but you didn't get a legal divorce, but you got separated. Y'all haven't been together since 2016. Okay, wonderful. That means you got to explain what the hell is going on here.
Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Now, Azrael is saying this is so orchestrated. I don't know if you're talking about this video or the whole thing. There's some orchestration going on with what Jada Pinkett is doing right now, but it's not all orchestrated. Will Smith is looking crazy and deranged and killed his damn career over some hurt feelings about her in 2022. Was this 2022 or 2021? I think this was 2022. Definitely 2022. If they've been separated since 2016, you ain't that crazy and deranged about to end your career over some hurt feelings about what somebody said about her. Like, so that's why y'all gotta miss me with all that. It's all orchestrated. It ain't all orchestrated. She's pulling strings. This man was actually hurt. So it's like, nah, it ain't all orchestrated. Yeah, you getting it right. Cold Steel. He says, now that isn't faked. They weren't separated at all. Will Smith is deep in his feelings. Yeah, he is. Deep in his feelings. Like, no, so it ain't. Oh yeah, the interview. Okay, got you, Azrael. Yeah, the interview is that's all fake. I don't believe the whole they've been separated since then. No, I don't buy that. That they've been formally agreed upon, separated, not living together, and then just faking appearances, just faking public appearances. Like, I don't believe that. Will Smith would be more nonchalant and laid back if that was the case. He would have did far better just being nonchalant, laid back, and just downplaying everything. It's all good. I ain't tripping. Even if Will Smith just casually hinted to like an open aspect of their relationship or this or that or blah blah blah. But no, but it looked like she's going rogue against what he wants, and now he's out fighting with the world for responding to the shit that she's doing. That's the reason he slapped Chris Rock.
Wow, dude. Yes. It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Like, nah.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
I have so many questions. So do I. I have so many questions.
It was the strangest. It was the strangest kind of revelation to realize that these two people have had separate lives. I mean, they have not called each other husband and wife in all of those years. Except.
Oh, yes, the hell they did.
Wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going.
They did call each other husband and wife. The whole world heard that. They haven't called each other husband and wife in several years. Oh, yes, they have. She probably ain't called him husband. He definitely called her wife.
Uh-oh, Richard.
Wife's name.
Angel.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? I'm out here.
All right.
Except for the appearance everywhere they went.
Except for the appearances, right, including at the Oscars.
Yes.
By the way, there's a whole chunk in this book that we're going to get into in the Dateline special and also a little later here of what happened in that moment when he said, get my wife's name out of your mouth, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's a whole backstory there, too. But Jada is candid and honest in this book. I mean, she's saying things that
that backstory that they're referring to, and they dropped this on some of the blog sites. They put this out there where allegedly, supposedly, Chris Rock tried to holler at her. They're trying to make it seem like it had something to do with that, even though even the way that it was explained and described, it wasn't really nothing. Like Chris Rock basically, when the rumors got real high, hot, and heavy that they was like not together, this was, what year was that? Damn, somebody help me out. Look that up. It's on the blog sites. It's on the blog sites. I don't know the exact time frame, but it was sometime. I don't know if it was post 2016 or not. That's all I'm trying to find out. But Chris Rock, when all the rumors got flying high and heavy that they were not together, Chris Rock apparently tried to holler at her. At least that's what she's writing in the book. And she said, no, those are just rumors. We still together. And Chris Rock, respectfully apologized and like, oh, my bad. And, like she said, he gave a full-throated, enthusiastic apology. And so that's nothing. That's, I thought you was single, so I hollered, and you said, no, I'm not single, so I'm backing off. That ain't no big deal. All right, I got something on here. It ain't pulled up, but it says, OMG, Jada Pinkett Smith reveals Chris Rock asked her out on a date amid rumors she and Will Smith were divorced. And it also says, Jada Pinkett Smith says Chris Rock asked her on a date amid rumors she and Will Smith were divorcing. And that's all they got right there. It doesn't exactly say when. Says he called me and basically was like, I'd love to take you out. Here it is. I found it. He called me. He's basically like, I'd love to take you out. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, you aren't with Will. You and Will getting a divorce? I was like, no, Chris, those are just rumors. He was appalled and he profusely apologized. And that was that. All right. So that's a nothing. That has nothing to do with the slap. Unless he's just crazy, enraged, and loved, and overprotective to the point of he's hanging on to that. And I think that's not plausible. I mean, with Will Smith, you never know. When the simping is that strong, you never know. He probably still hung on to that. But that either way it goes, it's no justification.
She's never said, so they've kind of been living this pretend life publicly.
For years.
They knew the secret. They know it.
So now she's telling everyone. Yeah. But they're not divorced.
Nope.
So they're separated.
And they don't plan on it. They don't plan on getting divorced.
I think a lot of American families can relate, though. I think there's a lot more distance between husbands and wives than anybody ever really talks about.
Yeah.
But this sounds like something.
Yeah, that's a bigger goal.
Yeah, it's a bigger delta.
We have a lot more on this conversation. I was fascinated by her, by the way. First time I'd sat down and spoke with her for a long period of time.
You read the book?
I read the book from cover to cover. Yeah, we're going to do a special on NBC News. It's called Jada's Story, Friday night, 8/7 Central.
I want to hear your.
All right. That's that. That's the ridiculousness that is. That is ridiculous. But the craziness in it all that he showed, that he displayed in the whole slap situation, Tommy Davidson revealed behind that. No, he be like that. He be like
Will
that.
Will had a run in.
Yeah, Todd, you try.
Yeah. Me and Will had a run in.
Yeah, Todd, you try.
Yeah.
You try to put his wife in a lip lock.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't find out that for 15 years because he never told me that. See, he came into the trailer and I was sitting down, right? He's standing over me like this, and he's like, "I appreciate that, man."
Backstory on that. Like I said earlier, there's a few more people in here, so I'm gonna say it again. Tommy Davis is the funniest. He's funny as hell. That whole Living Color crew was funny as hell. But the backstory on that, Tommy Davidson was in the movie Woo with Jada Pinkett back when she used to actually be in movies and people, cared and wanted to see her in movies. He was in the movie Woo with Jada Pinkett, and there was apparently a kissing scene in the movie, and Will Smith pulled up on him. That's more or less what he's describing.
Right? He's standing over me like this, and he's like, "I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that." And I'm like, "Well, what you talking about?" I always know to play it off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's tone.
Well, I'm sitting down.
So, hold on. This was 15 years later? Or was it?
No, this was then. Then I didn't find out why.
Right, okay.
I was asking him why then, but he wouldn't say nothing.
Right.
Right, and I'm going, "What's going on, man? Tell me what's happening, man." And since he was standing, and I was sitting, I was a real nice fella. That's about physics, right?
Right.
So I'm like, "Oh man, what's going on, man? I mean, hey,
it's over, Anakin. He has the high ground,
man." He's like, "I don't appreciate that." You know what I'm saying? And Jada's going, Will, I'm saying, but what's happening, man? Now you tell me what's happening. You know when a dude does this,
he bite his bottom lip. He about to do something bad.
He might do something, right? So I'm like, I did the whole. You remember the snake?
Yeah.
I did the snake. Well, what? And got up.
Right.
And then I was like, so what are you talking about, man? And I was still in that posture.
So you didn't really know what he was actually talking about?
I didn't, but I know what he was doing.
Right.
So I was like, come on, man. I mean, what's up? Just tell me what's up.
Right.
Now, when Chris Rock did his stand-up, Chris Rock was like, everybody had been going in on Will and Jada, but who do he attack? You know, somebody who he knew he could beat. You know, because he's basically explaining y'all don't understand the size difference between him and Will Smith. He was basically, you know, Chris Rock a little dude. Tommy Davidson small. Like you can just look at Tommy Davidson. He's next to Shannon Sharp right there. You know, they'll. I mean, Shannon Sharp didn't have women on his show, and the size difference between him and the women that done sat right there in that chair. And that chair looks, similar. You know, so you can just see Tommy Davidson probably like 5'5" and skinny. Will Smith apparently liked to beat up on small comedians. Like, I know these niggas can't fight. I know these niggas can't fight. So there's that. Apparently he liked to beat up on he like to get live with people he know he can beat.
Yeah, you know what's up. You know what's up. So finally I just said, this is a small place and people are here. We should talk about it.
Right.
Me and you outside, because it looked like you're gonna need to get something off your chest, right? And then Jada was like, oh, no, y'all. And I was like, what do you mean, nah, y'all? Tell him.
Hey, what he just did right there, that sound exactly like Jada Pinkett in the 90s. That's exactly how she used to act before she, graduated to a more sophisticated type of ratchet where you sit there dressed up really nice and polite when you embarrass your man. You know, she graduated to a more sophisticated version of ratchet shit. But that's exactly how she used to get down in the 90s.
Tell him. And that was the end of that.
Right.
You see?
Right.
And I never knew. It wasn't until my book came out.
Right.
Years later.
Nate said, what's wrong with being 5'5"? I mean, if you're 5'5" and skinny and Will Smith standing over you trying to fight you, something might be wrong with 5'5". If you're unarmed, and I think Will Smith's 6 feet. And that did Ali by then. Or did he not? No, that was 90s. I don't know if he was post Ali, because Will got ripped after Ali. Now, if you 5'5" and skinny and sitting in a chair and post Ali Will Smith standing over you trying to fight you, that is a problem. It is something wrong with that. Oh man. Shout out to the Short brothers. No disrespect.
Later.
Right.
Where I counted that as one of the things that really bothered me and hurt me.
Right.
Bad, because I didn't know, and I look up to him and I love him to death.
So you really didn't know why he was upset. You had no earthly idea that it was because of an on-screen kiss or attempt to kiss or what was going on.
No. But I didn't know why when I was taking the subway up with my cousin uptown to the Bronx, I didn't know why when we were 14 and why these 19, 18, 20-year-olders on the other side of the train are looking at us going, what? What? We'll bust your ass. What? I ain't know that neither.
Right.
But I still was like, huh?
Right.
Waiting for that damn.
So 15.
That skinny short dude tactic. You got to play dumb. You don't know what's going on when a fight about to jump off. You was clueless as a woman. Like, huh? What happened? I don't know.
15 years later, how did you find out?
This is how I found out. I put it in the book, and I found out about literature. You can't put something in a book about somebody unless they sign off on it.
Right. Oh.
Right. So I was like, and I didn't want to put stuff like that in the book anyway.
Right.
But I was trying to be real honest about my experiences so I can show that you can go through anything and still be successful and still be a good person.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was able to do that, but it's not easy.
Right.
But you can do it, right? So I went to his best friend, Charlie Mack. You know Charlie Mack?
I remember the song.
Charlie Mack.
Everywhere we go downtown to a show, we have
Yeah.
two necessities, Charlie Mack and the limo.
Right. Well, that's like Charlie Mack. You're going to see him at every game. If it's the Super Bowl, if it's the Kentucky Derby, you're going to see Charlie Mack. And that's Will's best friend.
Right.
So I called Charlie. And I said, Charlie, what you think about this? He said, yeah, you know, Will cool. Cool. And Jada cool too. Just give me the quote. And I send it to him and they'll call you. They'll call you, Tom. I send it to him. Call me. Him and Jada. They said, yeah, go ahead and put that in there. Go ahead and put that. And what I put was that I thought in the book, I thought the only thing that could be possible was the producers came to my trailer right when we were on the last scene. It was a kissing scene.
Right.
And they said, the kissing scene's now, not later on tonight. We got to do that now. And I said, but I haven't rehearsed with Jada. That's the most important rehearsal that you can ever have.
Right.
You put your lips on a female on screen.
Right.
And so, and I was like, we never got a chance to work that out. You can make it look real if she's working with you and everything, right? Without kissing, right?
Right.
And so I said, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. They said, well, we'll ask her. So they went and came back. She said, just go for it. And even then I was like, I ain't just gonna go for it. You know, but I know I have to make it look real.
Right.
So I'm trying to make it look real and she's kind of uncomfortable about
Right.
it. You know?
Right.
But we got through it and you never could tell.
Right.
That's all I wanted.
Right.
Right? Was to get it to play into the film.
Right.
That's all we want, right?
Right.
You know, you at TE, one wrong block.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I mean,
I didn't even watch it this far. That was an interesting story. The actors gotta, you know, before the kissing scene, they gotta rehearse the kissing scene off camera, and yeah, no, I see how that could, you know, turn into something. You know, was you acting, and you know, was we just acting right there? Yeah, no, he's just acting. I was just being professional and just, you know, doing what I'm doing. Don't worry about my dick hard on your thigh. It's all acting. It's all acting. No, I see how that could be. I see how that could be a thing. But she was apparently like, just go for it. Come on, make me feel good. Yeah, I got the Halle Berry reference with that. All right, let's go.
y'all, you know, it ain't like the receivers out here, all the glory. Right. All is blocking. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you got to do it right, right? So I got it in there. And so they called me and said, hey, that is what happened.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't find out for that long. It was more than 15 years. That was back in 2000.
Right.
So it was more than that long.
Right.
So I saw that side, you know, and there's nothing you can do in certain circumstances as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
The way that I grew up and saw things.
Right.
You know, I made a good observation after trial by ass whipping.
Right.
Right? Okay?
Right.
When emotions is high, common sense is at all time low.
Yeah.
Common sense is at all time low.
Yeah.
And how low can you go?
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So knowing that fact and just sticking on to what I learned when I was a little kid, you know, my brother and sister
See, I don't know what else he about to say after that. I haven't seen it past this point, but more or less we can deduce and gather from this that he's pretty much always been like that. You know, that Will Smith always been like that, overzealous, overprotective, you know, anything with Jada Pinkett. And I think it's clear that that's what more or less extrapolated into the whole thing with the slap happening. I think that's why, you know, everybody's saying shit about her all this time. Will Smith ain't 6'4". As far as I know. I didn't know he was that damn big. But yeah. I think you can see how, you know, the slap would boil up and how it would be real and how he would be really feeling some type of way about anything involving her if a damn kissing scene in a movie is something that's going to make him get set off like that. KG says he's 6'2". I think that's accurate. That's what I looked up before. But you can see that. And fuck, damn, it all comes together now. In the movie Ali, when he had to do like a kissing sort of sex scene, it wasn't even that intense of a sex scene, but they was, you know, No, I don't even think it was a sex scene. I just think they was just kissing and kind of just on each other heavy in the bed. But I don't even think it was a sex scene. He requested that Jada Pinkett play that role. One, because she couldn't find work. But two, he said he requested that she play that role as his first wife for them to do that scene, because he said he didn't want to have to do that scene with somebody else. He didn't want to have to, be all kissing and all up on somebody else like that. So clearly you can see it was a moment in there post the situation that Tommy Davidson just described. And when did Woo come out in 2000? Hold on, quick fact checker. I think I heard somebody in the chat room say it came out in 2000. Damn, you can't even Google that movie. Okay, 98. And then Ali was 2001. So all right, not that long ago. So not that long ago that not that long after the Will Smith movie came out. Okay, so 98 and 2001. Not that long. After the whole kissing scene or whatever that she had with Tommy Davidson that set him off, he said my next kissing emotional scene with somebody is going to be with you. Because we don't do this on camera. Like that's what type of love and infatuation he had or has for this woman. When you put all that together, the slap makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is the notion, the idea that they haven't been together since 2016. Because like I showed earlier, it's all kind of moments, slap included, him crying at the red table included, the other incident where she put the camera in his face spontaneously and trying to talk about the person who helped them heal or redefine their relationship or this or that or all of that, all of that stuff culminating together, them being separated, none of it makes sense. And it only can possibly make sense under the context that they are that she is just doing whatever stunt she possibly can to sell whatever kind of books she thinks she possibly can sell for her own personal gain and notoriety. And that's why she released this shit on her Instagram. Nobody made her do this, but when the book was coming out, her first act of promoting the book was this shit right here that was going to make Will Smith look stupid. This was her reading an excerpt from the book.
Not in a million years would I have dreamed that the Fresh Prince and I would become very acquainted. Not in a million years did I imagine 3 lives, 3 fates would be so intertwined. And I never would have imagined that this video would become a tangible memory of the last time Pac and I were simply kids together.
Now, so she could sell more of them books where I don't know why she went with the bald-headed side profile. I mean, it's ironic that her and Tupac was dancing to Parents Just Don't Understand. It's also, I mean, just another connection that she's, ended up, she's married to Will Smith, and right now she's looking like one of them damn one of them things in I Am Legend. Like that's another piece of irony that came together like that as well. But I don't know why she decided to pose on the cover of her book like an extra in I Am Legend. I don't know why she did that. But that aside, in effort to promote the book, she's not just using Will Smith's name to promote the book. She's trying to defame and embarrass him to promote her book. Like that's more or less what she's doing. I'm sitting here laughing at myself at that. She's looking like an extra in I Am Legend. I told myself I gotta stop laughing at my own jokes. I just gotta say them and just keep going like it was nothing. But I had to laugh at that one. She looking like them I Am Legend zombies right about now. Oh shit. But it's whatever she got to do, however she got to do it to discredit or defame him. Her getting whatever little ounce or iota of status, of name, of notoriety, it can come at the expense at the man who's built everything for them, their entire life, legacy, everything that they got going, generational wealth, you name it. It's all because of Will Smith. She's more than happy to throw him under the bus just so she could get a little bit of that. You know, I got it all being attached to you, but I want my own. It's like that's typical standard, modern woman thinking. Standard. But that's more or less what that is. That's more or less what that is. We at the 1 hour mark, so I'll put the oh shit, I gotta get to that one down there. I'll put the link in oh shit, I got a good one. I gotta quit bullshit. I gotta create something, but based off thank you money bando. Thank you. I'm putting the link in the chat right now, but thank you because you said where is that at? He said, nah, she looking like something off of iRobot. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna make a nice little meme out of that. I'm gonna have Jada Pinkett, I Am Legend zombie, and the iRobot thing. I'm gonna do a little side by side with all of them. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. Oh, he said iHobot. Oh man, that is funny. She looking like either I Am Legend or iRobot, one or the other. That is fucking hilarious. The link is in the chat. Anybody would come up and speak on this one, but y'all know, no, I'm happy to keep the live streams short nowadays, and I do got a hard stop at 2:00, but I can hang for a little longer. I can hang for at least hour, maybe 50 minutes. Or I could end this bad boy early. It makes no difference to me. But shout out to Son is hot around the building says, I wonder if he tried that tough guy-ish with Blair Underwood. Because him and Jada did a whole sex scene together and set it off. I think that was allowed, and here's why. Okay, Wu was 98. Let's see. When did it set it off? Let's check on that. Okay, when did set it off was 96. Will and Jada was together. And let me type in when did Will and Jada get together. Will. Type start. Okay, hold on. Almost got it. Okay. Aha! Okay, so they started in 95. Now Set It Off came in 96. So it's feasibly possible that that they were filming that when her and Will Smith were not together and the movie came out when they were together. But if it is the case that they were together during that sex scene. Wait, hold on. You said with Blair Underwood? She had a sex scene with Blair Underwood in that? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. I take your word. My memory a little fuzzy. But no, if they had a whole sex scene, yeah, then that fits that supports my theory that he only getting live like that with shorter, skinnier, scrawnier comedians. Blair Underwood was never a skinny, scrawny dude, and he I don't know if he could fight or not, but he don't come off like he a joke, You think you can whoop Tommy, you think you can whoop Tommy Davidson and Chris Rock ass. I don't think he wanted to get live with Blair Underwood, so there's that. But Big Poke Dog in the building with the $20 super chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Appreciate you dropping 20 on it. Appreciate you supporting the stream. Now, Lil Big Nate is on to something heavy. You on to something heavy right there. I have already alluded to that. Said Tupac died in 96. Will and Jada married in 07. A coincidence? I think not. Flat out. I think that is the absolute truth to me, in my opinion. Like they started dating in 96, the year Tupac died. You know, so there's that. There's that. They got married. Hold on. I think they got married in 97. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, they started. Oh, wait. No, they started dating in 95. Okay, so they started dating in 95. He died in 96, and then they got married in 97. So there's that. No, I think it's correlation there. I think it's definitely correlation there. Yep, married in 97. Yep. I think those are big facts. I think those are big facts. But shout out to Poke Dog. Shout out to everybody in the building. And I think I may wrap this one up early. Let me check one thing real quick. And then we can close it on out. Just making sure I didn't miss any cash apps to shout out before we get up out of here. But all right. I'm about to get up out of here. I will say this. Hold on. I dropped a Carly Russell pre-record this morning. It was a little funny part that I do want y'all to watch. RM, if you could find that one, get that one in the chat room. It was, damn it, look at you. You're good. Yeah. White dude was harassing her at the beginning of the video. Say, why did you lie? Why did you blame it on a white man? That was so funny. And I was like, oh, okay, he trolling. Why I had to go there? But then I thought about it. Like, wait a minute. If she would have blamed it on the black man, I would have been like, hey, why you blame that shit on the black man? So the white dude is in bounds to say, why you blame it on a white dude? If the white dude, she blamed it on a red-haired white man. Any white dude with red hair should have beef with her. Like, hold on now, God damn it. But go check that one out as you make your way up out of here. Go check that one out. Let that be your link on the way out of here. And before we roll,
welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
We've done so much, so little, for so long. We are not qualified to do anything with nothing. Make sure you go subscribe to Machismo TV and also check out my pre-record right now. Click that link right now. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Peace.